Bud? Brennan? Joe? Good evening and welcome to the February 18th Glenville Town Board meeting. Would you please rise for the invocation and pledge allegiance? Please join me in. We pray for guidance and wisdom as we serve this community. May we serve well with integrity and humility. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Cook?
Here.
Councilman Farrar?
Here.
Folks, please note for the record that Councilman Galuli is absent. Councilman Farrar?
Here.
Councilman Watson?
Here.
Supervisor Kirkland?
Here, we have a pretty short agenda, I would say, this evening, but we want to thank the Bole family for coming out this evening. We will do a recognition for Detective Bole's retirement with the Glenville Police Department during the supervisor's remarks. I want to welcome his family and friends here. We're glad that you came out. Also, the members of the Glenville Police Department, thank you for coming out. Chief, we appreciate you being here this evening as well. And thanks for the men and women and for all that you do. There are some retirees that are in the audience this evening as well. Thank you, folks, for coming out and honoring the detective as well. We appreciate that. I'll start on my left with council reports, and we'll start with Councilman Ferrara.
So I participated in my first town justice meeting on February 5th. We will continue to have monthly meetings the first Thursday of every month. During our meeting, we discussed the new VTL, vehicle traffic law changes that went into effect as of February 16th. And as many of you know already, regarding like the increased DMV point system, now, as of the 16th, you'll be awarded, well, not awarded, but given 11 points for alcohol or drug-related offenses, where previously it was 0 points. Speeding and school bus violations have also increased. Examples of that being, if you were 0 to 10 miles over the speed limit, you will receive 2 points, where you'll now receive 3. And it goes on such, when 10 to 20, you receive 4 points instead of 3. And 40 and over, you will now receive 11 points. And 11 points result in a suspension of your license. And with the new law, prior to this, your suspension was for 18 months. It got extended for an additional 6 months to 24 months. And something that's relevant to the town of Glenville, they also added bridge strikes, which will now receive 8 points, which previously received no points. So if somebody's going 3 miles over the speed limit and hits the bridge, they're going to get 11 points, and then they're going to have a suspended license. And today I participated in my first traffic safety committee meeting, which is comprised of a very knowledgeable and thorough board. We discussed 7 requests today. 5 of those requests were going to be forwarded to the New York State for further review and discussion. They included adding flashing lights in front of the high school, which would be pedestrian activated. So if you're leaving the school, the pedestrians would be activating that. It just wouldn't be continuous flashing. We talked about traffic safety on Saginaw Road and Snake Hill Road. We also discussed Saratoga Road, Glen Ridge, and Van Buren, and also Saginaw Road in front of Hannaford and CVS, and how there's been numerous, I think it was 28 accidents in the last 4 years. We also discussed a new streetlight on Kingsbury Road, request for a bus stop head sign on Snake Hill Road, and additional parking signs and possible speed bumps at designated parks throughout Glenville. And we will be meeting, our next meeting will be April 15th. No further reports.
Councilman, thank you. Councilman Watson.
You sure about that? That
And
was
they will be getting awards as well if they violate those laws.
that's detailed. I'll be a little bit quicker for you. I have not met with any of my committees yet because they have not met. I'm looking forward to doing so. But I will say this, those meetings are thorough. Just Mark in the back knows what I'm talking about. We used to sit there many a time during those meetings, and I want to recognize Tom Melander, because if without Tom Melander, most of the stuff in this community in regards to traffic safety would not get done. He eats, drinks, and sleeps it. So when you hear a detailed report like that, that was only done in 45 minutes. All right. And they probably could have gone even longer than that. So you don't know him, but if you get to know him or you ever see him and you find out who he is, say hello, because he does a lot for this community, especially towing around that big sign and stuff like that and just dropping it off all over the place. So
It was an hour and a half.
it was an hour and a half. Yeah, well, it's because Tom likes to get into it, but that's okay. Welcome aboard, and that's why I'm off it. So, again, thank you very much to Officer Bolay. We'd like to thank him and his family for coming here today, and congratulations on a well-deserved retirement. As a former police officer's son, my father was 27 years in New York City Police Department. I know the sacrifice that entails, especially on the family end. So it's very nice to see everybody here. Those 4 to 12s, those overnights, those sacrifices that everyone has to make, including the officer. Congratulations, and I hope you guys get to spend some well-deserved time together. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Cook.
So reports are that, I'm sure Supervisor will touch on this, but last week we as a board met with ESAM to discuss future events and how we can support them as a board. And then after that, we had a work session. I'd like to thank everybody that came to that. I think we had some very productive conversation. And I look forward to continuing to do work sessions where we can have productive conversation and move everything forward as a town. That's it for me.
Thank you, Councilman. We will now move to the next item on our agenda, and that is privilege of the floor. So no one has signed up for privilege of the floor. If anybody would like to address the board, we're going to open privilege of the floor. Please come up to the podium, state your name, address, and address the board. Justin, are you encouraging people to come up? All right. All right. Is there anyone wishing to address the board? Anyone wishing to address the board? Seeing none, privilege of the floor is now closed. We will move to supervisors' comments, and I'm going to change this camera. I'll just make a very brief remark in Councilman Galuli's absence. He is the liaison for the GECC. They've been doing some pretty intensive work on taking a look at battery storage and some code changes in the town. There will be another GECC meeting on Monday, the 23rd, at 7 p.m., and that will take place right here for anybody from the public who is interested in coming out and participating in that meeting and hearing about GECC. I will add to what Councilman Cook already said. I thank the councilman for coming out last week. I feel like we did have a very productive work session, and we will continue to have that type of dialogue as needed to address any of the town concerns and things that are coming forward with future planning in the town. I will also say that it was well attended at ESAM. Do appreciate the participants. We have an absolute gem in our backyard. ESAM is one of those places that hosts many events, but also is a very, very vital educational tool for aerospace. So we appreciate them there, and we look forward to continuing support for them. Now, during the supervisor comments, we are going to move to recognizing Detective Bole for his service. I do first and foremost appreciate, I was a former town employee with the town highway department. I've known Detective Bole for quite some time. I do appreciate his commitment to this town. I appreciate your service to this community as well. I know that the things that you have done have definitely had a vital impact for the residents of this community. So we do appreciate you. We appreciate what you have done. And I will echo, we appreciate your family's support through your service time here as well. So thank you for what you've done. I appreciate it. I'm going to now invite the chief up, and we're going to collectively do a little presentation.
I'd like to just take this moment to thank Town Supervisor Kirkham and the Glenville Town Board members for allowing us to recognize Detective Justin Bole this evening and present him with his retirement shield. Justin was hired on January 10, 2006 and graduated from the Zone 5 Law Enforcement Academy 6 months later. After completing his 12-week field training, he was assigned to the A-Line ship. In 2008, Justin successfully bid for the C-Line tour, where he worked for the next 5 years. He was a proactive and dedicated member of C-Line, and I had the pleasure of supervising and working alongside him as a sergeant until 2010. Justin worked with a great group of officers who truly enjoyed working together. Former members included Kevin Dunbar, Mike Skimmerhorn, Matt Weiss, and our current Burnt Hills SRO, Cody John Maggs, just to name a few. What stands out most from these years is the camaraderie. We got along, we backed each other up, we spent time together outside of work, and we laughed often. That kind of bond is special in this profession. In June of 2013, Justin was promoted to detective, where he shared the investigative responsibilities with then Detective William Marchuka, Detective Mike Lamb, Detective Timothy Mell, Detective Chuck Lavery. After their retirements, Detective Bole continued to work alongside Detective Glass and Detective Van Zandt. So this part's a little bit difficult because I kind of went back into the archives to take a look at some of the cases that Justin worked on, and even some things that we worked on as a team. But the one that stood out to me the most, that I thought he really showed his dedication to the department and to the community, and not just the community of Glenville, but the community abroad. So there were some numerous high-profile cases where Detective Bole played a key role and was instrumental in securing successful prosecutions. However, this one case stands out in particular. In August of 2017, Target Sports, located at 122 Saratoga Road, was burglarized by 3 individuals who stole over 9 long guns and 44 handguns. Detective Bole remained extremely vigilant throughout the investigation, which lasted over a year, even more. He worked hand in hand with our partners at the New York State Police and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, known as the BATF. The investigation uncovered critical evidence, including DNA, recovered from blood at the scene, fingerprints, surveillance videos, and witness interviews, all of which Detective Bole played a significant role in developing. This coordinated efforts led to the arrest of 3 primary suspects, as well as several others who conspired in the crime. This case spanned multiple jurisdictions, both within New York State and across state lines. It gained national attention, with media outlets all the way from New Jersey to California reporting on it. Although dozens of firearms have been recovered, we are still contacted by agencies today when one of the firearms is located and linked to another crime. Detective Bole conducted a thorough professional investigation that strengthened our department, more importantly, strengthened our department's reputation with our state and federal partners. Justin, I want to wish you the very best as you begin this next chapter of your life. I hope you enjoy a well-earned time with your wife, Charlene, your 2 sons, Lucas and Ian, and may you finally be able to put your phone down at night, knowing that the late night and early morning calls for a detective is behind you. Congratulations on your retirement. Thank you for your service. Do it. Do it.
I just want to thank honestly, I've had a great career. I thank the local community for allowing me to serve them this past 4 years. Especially one, that's how much family always stood by me, stood my lot. I would have got a little bit honored. My 2 kids, neither are here. My son Lucas is homesick, and my son Ian is actually dealing right now. So we are with stress right now. So, just want to thank them for, understanding throughout those 2 decades that things were missed, first things were missed, colleagues were missed, and they were always there and understood. So I just thank God for that. Thank all the family and friends for coming out tonight. Appreciate it. Want to give a special shout out to my FPO, Lamb, who's here. When I was doing the job, he was my FPO at the Academy, and he taught me a lot. Really showed me a lot of things and gave me a lot of knowledge. So thank you. I appreciate it. And I just want to leave with, I wrote this down, because I want to be true to myself and to the department, so I'm just going to share a little thing that I wrote out. The strength of any police department is measured by statistics. It's measured by how well leadership supports officers doing work. When leadership listens, morale rises. When leaders take responsibility, trust grows. For those still serving, just remember, the zero leadership about integrity, transparency, and accountability. What challenges over the past 2 years, how we did great job. Thank you.
Make sure that this is a good one, Justin, all right? Come on. Guys, gals, come on. Priorities up there? Come on. You guys go. Come on. Dan,
We can hide that.
Wait, we don't have Cory. Cory.
I need to stand like each other a little bit. Wait, a little bit more. Hold on, one more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Come on, squeeze in. Come on, a little bit more, Gretchen. All right. Great job, guys. Thank you. We'll give you guys a minute to clear out if you'd like, and then we're going to proceed with our meeting. Thank you, guys. Have a good evening. All right, very good. We're going to get on with our agenda for this evening, and we will now go to number 7. This is a resolution authorizing the purchase of one 2026 Ford F-350 four-wheel drive Super Cab, and this is with a Reading service body installed at a cost not to exceed $63,690 from JVA 1675 LLC, Bob Johnson Ford. And do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion on the purchase of this vehicle? This is a replacement vehicle for our water department, which is a service vehicle. And any other discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Cook?
Yes.
Councilman Farrar?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Supervisor Kirkland?
Yes, on to number 8. This is a resolution scheduling a public hearing for Wednesday, March 4th, 2026 at 7 p.m. Right here at the Glenville Municipal Center for people interested, all persons interested in the proposed local law 1-2026, amending Chapter 270, Section 270-3 and 270-19B to provide definitions of schools and of student dormitories, and to permit such use in the general business district in the town of Glenville code. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
And do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded. And again, this is to schedule a public hearing for Wednesday, March 4th. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Cook?
Yes.
Councilman Farrar?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Supervisor Kirkland?
Yes, on to number 9. And this is a resolution to schedule a public hearing for Wednesday, March 4th, 2026 at 7 p.m. right here at the Glenville Municipal Center. And this is for any person interested in the proposed cable television agreement between the town of Glenville and Spectrum Northeast LLC. And this is a public hearing being scheduled for that on March 4th. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Yes, yeah, I do need you guys.
I'll second.
If
Yes.
we want to do business here.
Understood.
All right, gentlemen.
Understood.
So, it's okay. We're-
I just don't want to take up everything.
No,
I
you're
just,
you're good. And I'll tell you what.
I'm a sharing person. This is supposed to be a sharing
I'll
board.
take a second on this.
All right.
So Councilman Cook moved it. Oh, you're.
I don't want to come off as a mogul, okay? Just, you know,
All right, very
the
good.
big crowd, I don't want to impose on them.
And is there any further discussion about this?
Yeah, I know we're obviously going to have a public hearing. I just want to clarify, as we talked about at the work session, because I've had a couple of people ask me, this is a non-exclusive franchise agreement, and it does not bar any other company from having a similar agreement with the town.
You are absolutely correct, Councilman.
Thank you very much.
Certainly, I have had folks reach out to me as well. I will tell you that we are going to make our agreement available to anybody in the community that would like to take a look at that and review that. It is readily available, and this does not exclude any other provider from coming into the town offering service. This is not a sole agreement that locks other people out. Council, is that correct, Council?
Yes, it is.
All right, very good. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Cook?
Yes.
Councilman Farrar?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Supervisor Kirkland?
Yes. On to number 10, a resolution approving the minutes of the regular town board meeting held on February 5th, 2026. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
And do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion about this? I think it's pretty self-explanatory. This is approving the regular town board minutes, which are provided by our town clerk. Any further discussion? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Cook?
Yes.
Councilman Farrar?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Supervisor Kirkland?
Yes, on to 11, a resolution approving the monthly reports for January 2026. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Cook?
Yes.
Councilman Farrar?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Supervisor Kirkland?
Yes. On to number 12. This is a resolution designating our building inspector, Naeem Abdul, as the voting delegate for the Association of Towns in 2026 annual business meeting. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion?
Yeah, I would just ask that he, if possible, whether it's, at our business meeting or whatever, that it's just the conference is disseminated to us,
Yeah.
so we know exactly what went on.
Yeah, that was, directly after our work session, the
Work
town
session.
clerk actually provided a link within the email that covered the whole agenda for that meeting,
Okay.
okay?
You
So-
all should have gotten that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I've been out of town, so all stuff been on and off.
So
But-
Councilman, that, you'll find that in your email directly from Julie, and it has a link that talks about the legislative session that
Okay.
took place.
Okay, we had that conversation previously. I just wanted to make
Yep.
sure that was done through.
It's in there.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Julie, for providing that as
Yep.
well. I did see that. Is there any further discussion? Will clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Cook?
Yes.
Councilman Farrar?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Supervisor Kirkland?
Yes. On to number 13 for this evening, and I'll start on my left. We have Councilman Farrar.
No new business.
Thank you. Councilman Watson.
No new business, but again, thank you, Detective. I want to make sure I make that clear. Detective Boley. My father had heard me say officer to a detective. He would have been very disappointed with me. So make sure we clarify that.
No new business.
Thank you. And I have none as well. I will now take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.